It's probably not surprising that healthcare costs rank as the most burdensome among common living expenses for senior citizens. Yet seniors are pretty unlikely to shop for a Medicare plan. That's according to a new survey called the Cost of Complacency, which reveals surprising perceptions and behaviors among our seniors when it comes to healthcare.
Despite the fact that healthcare costs are the number one most burdensome cost for them, they don't comparison shop as much as, say, internet service or their cell phone coverage. And of course that leads to problems because they may not have the kind of coverage they need, and also they may be leaving some money on the table.
And while the deadline to make a decision about Medicare enrollment is just days away, Bart says there is time to make a good decision.
December 7th is a hard and fast deadline, and after that, you're locking yourself in for the coming year. So it's important that you take that time to review.
And while many seniors are on a fixed income and money can be tight, it's important to remember that the lowest premium is not always the best option.
The premium level is important, but I want to encourage people to look at the whole package, not just the premiums. You have to be able to look at, well, what are the deductibles that are involved? What about the copays? And then to see, well, what about if you have limits on certain, like diagnostic tests may not be covered up after a certain number of them. So you have to look at exactly what's going to be for you in your life. I mean, a lot of times we look at our healthcare looking in the rearview mirror and say, this is where I was, but you have to look forward and say, well, here are the costs coming up that are important to me.
Given that healthcare spending is expected to increase every year and that virtually every Medicare plan changes each year, seniors could be missing out on savings if they're not planning ahead. With that in mind, there are a number of good places to get more information.
Go to Medicare.gov. That's a great site to really find out the kinds of plans that are available to you. You can go to costofcomplacency.com. Again, a lot of advice for you. I also want to encourage seniors to go to their local senior centers. There you're going to find people who are experts who can meet with you one-on-one so that you're not just getting more information, but you're getting the guidance that you need to kind of find what's really good for you, not just generically what's available to everybody.
And again, remember the Medicare enrollment deadline is December 7th, so it's important to do your research quickly. Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.